What's up, agents? Jetforth here, and today I'm going to give you a little rundown on how I completed this new Polarity Switch event in roughly an hour. Well, day one anyways. As for a quick rundown on how the mechanics of this work, you will have positively charged enemies, which are orange, and then negatively charged enemies, which are blue. To switch your polarity, A, either you switch weapons because they're always going to be opposite, or B, you reload and that will switch the polarity of the weapon you are on. However, that will also switch your secondary weapon as well. So you're always going to have one being positive, one being negative, and then your sidearm will also be the opposite of one of the two. So no matter what, when you switch weapons, you are switching polarity, or if you reload, you are going to switch that polarity. And finally, if you want to switch the polarity of the enemy, well, you beat them in the head. Pretty straightforward, I suppose. Now, along with this, there are also damage stacks. You can see that little pink number up above my right hand shoulder. Every time you shoot an enemy of the right polarity, you will get a damage stack up to 5. If you shoot an enemy once wrong, it goes down to 0, and if you shoot them a second time, it shocks you. So much fun. And now that I have probably bored you to death for the past minute because you're like, yeah, dude, I already know how to do this, I get it. Let me tell you the easiest way to get all of these challenges done for day one. In roughly an hour, maybe more, maybe less. Depends on how well you adapt to this system. I lied, I'm going to bore you a little bit more with the day one challenges. Eliminate 200 positive polarity hostiles. Eliminate negative polarity hostiles with headshot kills, 100. Eliminate negative polarity hostiles with the polarity damage buff active, 50. Change the polarity of hostile fire teams, 50. Eliminate positive polarity hostiles while they are on fire. Complete any main mission on hard difficulty or above. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is come over here and dust off old Betsy. That's right, our flamethrower, she going to be your best friend. Also, if you have the Imperial Dynasty holster, that also comes in handy too. And between the two of those, you will definitely get the eliminate positive polarity hostiles while they are on fire done within pretty much the first mission, rather easily. The holster isn't all that necessary, but it definitely helps. Now that we have one of the challenges out of the way without me even telling you what mission to play, you will want to go over to Jefferson Trade Center. And for your first run, go ahead and put it on hard so you can kill a bunch of birds with one stone and get that out of the way. I did do all this solo, it was really easy, and I definitely had a bit of a hodgepodge build going, so I wouldn't really worry about it. A few different reasons why I went with Jefferson Trade Center are, A, it has really long hallways and it's a very linear mission, if you will, to get your headshots and everything else in there rather easily. B, the hyenas are pretty dumb and are rather predictable, and this mission is rather predictable. I don't know how many of you have farmed for the Merciless originally, but yeah, I know this mission like the back of my hand. And this is one of the quickest missions to complete, and there is about 80 enemies in it approximately when you run through it. So you really only have to run it about 5-6 times or so, which takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending how quickly you can get through it, and I'm just babbling, so I'm going to shut up. Let's get to the next stuff. Now, as for the last 4 challenges, you should pretty much get all of these done in your first playthrough on hard mode, which are eliminate negative polarity hostiles when the polarity damage buff is active, which is 50. As long as you're just playing it right and not screwing up every 2 seconds like I did, you'll get that done in the first mission. Change the polarity of hostile fire teams. That one's really easy too. You just run up to enemies and hit them. You can hit the same enemy over and over again, which generally you can hit them about 4 to 5 times before they die. And every time you hit that enemy and change their polarity, it counts. So you don't have to do it on 50 different enemies. You could get about 5 changes off of one enemy. So that goes rather quickly. And on hard mode, as long as you have like a fair amount of armor, you'll be fine. The eliminate positive polarity hostiles while they are on fire. We already went over that. That's really simple. Just use your flamethrower, and if you have the Dynasty holster, that also helps. You may have to do this in 2 runs, but you should be able to get it done in your first run. And then complete any main mission on hard. That's just a given. Your first mission is hard. And after you completed those, the other 2 are the worst, most tedious, and is actually where I started getting bored with this event, which is eliminate 200 positive polarity hostiles and then eliminate 100 negative polarity hostiles with headshot kills. Once you've completed your first playthrough on hard mode, throw it on normal and grind those other 2 out. You may have a few few extra kills left over from the other ones, which you will naturally get rather easily, but the most annoying part of this grind where I got bored was definitely the first two. But on normal, just flip your polarity and all this and that and just grind through it. You will get them done rather quickly. So either way, I got this done in about an hour. I'm sure you can see in the footage for a while there, I was not very smart and didn't have my flamethrower on immediately, but once I did, I was completely done. So learn from my mistakes is what they say. Either way, let me know what you guys think about this event in the comment section down below. I don't know, it's, as of right now, it's kind of lackluster. Maybe day 2, 3, and 4 will be a little bit more fun. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But do me a favor and hit the old like button for me if you could, subscribe, and all that other junk, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Oh yeah, and I hope everybody's staying safe out there. I really do. RIP damage glitch. For those of you who really loved it. Anyways, peace!